So again, I'm talking to probably any mom who is a part of the Mission Driven Mom who has a desire to go to the event or a curiosity about it, but is dealing with what we all feel often, and I have definitely felt, which is it going to be worth the time away from my home and my family, all the work that goes into making sure everything's okay at home when I'm away, and the money? Is it going to be worth all of that? Some of you might be thinking, okay, it's the beginning of a new school year. We've got summer. I've already been to a couple events, to a couple of events this summer. Do I really need to go to another one? Is this going to be any different? Am I really going to get, oh, thanks, Lana. Am I really going to get anything new out of this? Any takeaway that's really going to help me? So I'm going to tell you, yes, you are. And this is why. So I went to the first event in 2019 in Provo, Utah. I don't think I had signed up yet for the Mission Driven Mom. I had read the Mission Driven Life, but I hadn't jumped in and signed up for the academy yet. So I went to the event really not fully understanding the academy. And I just want to say to any of you that are on the fence because you're new to the Mission Driven Mom and you think it might be you might be in over your head, or you might be confused or something, I just want you to know I was there in your shoes, and I did go, and I'm so glad that I did, because it gave me two things. One, a better understanding of just what principles were, and the type of content that we study within the Mission Driven Mom, which was impressive and exciting, but also being able to see Audrey and Lindsay and Julie, those who were speaking, and Tracy, and see the potential that I had in listening to them speak, the potential that I had to really understand how to live a principle-centered life, and to see that in the other women, and then, to be surrounded with a room full of women that were also striving for this, that really propelled me forward. And so I bought the academy, and that really was like a conversion moment for me to get me started. The second event was online, and again, it was a time like, can I take the time? It might even be harder because I'm home and my kids are around. Is this going to be something worth the time away? But at that time, I had what I feel like God gave me a job to do, which was to build a home, which sounds silly, but I had never desired to build a home before. And in this, we bought a lot, and everything just kind of happened really fast. And I needed a vision very fast to make this happen and to continue to live our normal lives and to work within our means and all of that. And so going to the Mother of Vision event online was so helpful because of the content, and I'm still using principles of vision that I learned at that event today as we're continuing to build our home. And it has been very grounding for me anytime I do anything Mission Driven Mom, because it's so all principle centered. I'm so grounded. And but the last event I went to was the beginning of this summer. And again, I had been to a homeschool event. I had other things planned, a girls' weekend away with my in-laws. And I felt like this was another thing that was going to take me away from home. And I was a little bit nervous about that. But I cannot tell you, I went to the Mission Driven Mom leadership event in Texas, and I came away from that event I felt refreshed. I felt rejuvenated. I felt like I had been gone. I felt like a new woman, actually, when I came home. And I just want to share a little more detail about that story, my experience at that event, and how it changed me and really propelled me forward in my efforts to be mission-centered and mission-driven and principle-centered. So I went into the event feeling a little bit like a fraud. Like, here I am at this Mission Driven Mom leadership event, and I felt like I was kind of going on this path that was more like mission driven Anndalyn. Oh, I didn't even introduce myself. I'm Anndalyn, by the way. Anyway, and instead of mission driven mom, and I've never been with a group of women that surrounded by a group of women where I could feel I could get so vulnerable and share with them my experience, what I really was feeling deep down, which was, I'm on this path and it feels good and I like where it's going, but I can tell that I'm doing something wrong, and I'm not teaching my kids. My husband doesn't really know what I'm doing. Something is off, and I need help. And from this event, I felt like God had given me answers that I had been seeking for those questions. I had other specific questions about some specific issues I was working on with my kids, and I felt like I came home and I had, from that event, not necessarily the content, but being in this concentrated environment surrounded by these amazing women who felt the same, where I could really open up and share the things that I was struggling with, and I had the next step. I knew what I needed to do next. And yeah, definitely. I mean, the women at these events that make the sacrifices to go, you can't beat it. And I don't want to take too much of your time, but I just wanted to leave you guys with this, just that I have never left an event, a Mission Driven Mom event, and not felt like like it was a waste of my time or a waste of money. And I told myself after that event, and it wasn't even at the event, it was when I came home and saw my family, I was like, I cannot miss another one. I won't miss another Mission Driven Mom event going forward. It was that life-changing and amazing for me. And I know that you guys can have, whether it's the content, whether it's the women, whether it's just answers to your personal questions, things that you're working through, I believe that you're gonna take away whatever it is that you need from the event.